No more changing. All of us have made our mind about our second language. Mathematics. We have an option of choosing either basic or standard. I'll be explaining, I'll be taking you through it. Science and social studies or social science. And this year we have introduced the sixth subject, information technology. I'll brief you about why it is introduced and how we will be able to reap the advantages. Talking about mathematics, basic and standard. I want you all to pay real attention, understand what it is, why we need to choose it if we are choosing it. The standard level will be meant for students who wish to opt for mathematics at senior secondary level. Senior secondary level indicates 11th and 12th in your CBSE board. I'm not talking about the PU board, it's the 11th and 12th in your CBSE board. The basic level would be for students who are not keen to pursue mathematics at senior secondary level. Many of us would not pursue mathematics in our senior secondary, or if you opt for state board, the PUC level. Basic can be opted by those students. A student will have the right to choose between the two levels of examination only till the time of registration. You all have got your registration forms, right? If at all you will have to mention whether mathematics is chosen as a standard or a basic level mathematics at that time. The syllabus, classroom teaching, internal assessment for both the exams will remain the same. It's not that the basic students are not taught the application level at all, only we concentrate on standard, nothing like that. The teaching and the internal assessment will remain the same. Mathematics, as in its basic pattern, will be the easier level of examination. There will be probably application level questions will be less. The school will offer these two levels of exam during pre-board exam and definitely through the board only in grade 10. Till grade 9, we will be teaching you to the standard mathematics only so that no child is left out on the application part. But if you have chosen in your pre-boards and in your final exam of grade 10 and not grade 9, I'm asserting here only grade 10 examination paper will be different and not grade 9. No child will miss on the application part. Till grade 9, the child will definitely learn the application part of it also. Rest of it, still all these the phrases and the sentences are from the CBSE curriculum itself. The sixth subject, information technology. Very first, the assessment pattern. 50 is your theory and 50 will be your practical exam. So why the sixth subject? Assuming the worst is, hope for the best, prepare for the worst should be always our motto. Correct? Agree with me? Yes. The best of 5 rule is applied. English is a compulsory subject wherein nobody can say, if I can use the word, not pass. English is one subject where you have to pass. Just this best of 5 rule I'm trying to explain. The main percentage is to be decided by the marks attained in one language subject. That is English. Your first language will be considered. And other 4 subjects in which students have secured high scores. We are appearing for 6 subjects. Your percentage will be calculated for best 5. English being compulsory. Next 4 will be the best, whatever you have chosen, the overall percentage. The marks of the remaining subjects are not considered to arrive at the main percentage. Please note that it's the main percentage. Got it? Okay. If I said, hoping the worst scenario, if a student fails in one of the core subjects, math, science and social science, these are the core subjects, English and the other language you need to pass. And passes in skill subject, then it will be replaced by the skill subject and the result will be computed accordingly. It will be replaced. The math, for example, if a child has not cleared the math exam, the math will be replaced by, not the marks, the whole subject is replaced by information technology. It's not the math marks will not, the IT marks will not be substituted for math marks. Instead, the math subject itself will not be considered. Many of us wouldn't choose that. What happens in such case? Math will go under compartment. Compartment will be your re-exams. You will have to clear the re-exam if you wish to pursue the same in your future classes. In your senior secondary, in your PU board, if you wish to continue math, science or social, and yet you have not cleared that, IT marks will not help you there if you wish to continue. In case you don't wish to continue, then the best of the 5 rule will be applied. I'll give you a minute to process. Two components, external assessment and internal assessment. 80 marks external assessment, that will be your pen paper test, your board exam or the annual exam for grade 9, board exam for grade 10. The assessment, how about 80 marks paper? How are we going to write it? Just focus on this. Competency focused questions will be 50%. Select response type questions are about 20%. Constructed response questions 30% constitutes your 100% of 80%, 80 marks. Out of 80 marks, this would be 50% competency focused, 20% MCQs and constructed response questions 30%. A question to students here, without understanding the concept, will you be able to crack this paper? Without understanding the concept, will you be able to crack the paper? Will you be able to go home and spend 5 to 6 hours what we are spending at school if you don't concentrate here? Is it possible, children? We can be loud at this time. I would like to hear no also. Is it possible? Definitely not. The orientation is intends to, we would like to see that you do understand the importance. It's not to scare you all, but yes, concentrating at school is very, very important. You can see there are no direct questions, correct? You will have to understand the concept. That is truly important, not only from the point of boards. Understand for your life, marks are just bonus. Coming to internal assessment. Periodic assessment, it will be your class test, unit test, midterm exam, all those things. 5 marks. Multiple assessment. Based on the topics in your subjects, teachers will assign you to further probably do research, apply, understand, explore. All the activities will come under multiple assessment. Subject enrichment for 5 marks. In languages, it will be speaking and listening assessments. Math and science, you will have your lab records. It's not only submitting the lab records here, how you perform, how well you understand the concept in your, while performing your experiments, all those things will be counted. Social science, it will be projects based on all the 4 divisions you have in your social studies, right? The teacher might choose 1 or 2, or the board will also suggest where we'll have to assign this particular topic. The student will understand better when he or she is working on her own. That is the objective. Portfolio is for 5 marks. In portfolio, we are looking at the continuous development of the child, your classworks, your assessments, your competitions, how well you are performing in internal, external way. Everything should be documented by the child. This the teachers will be explaining how to start. It's not decorating your file and putting nothing inside it. You got it right? Portfolio is not decorating your file. The content inside it matters. We will definitely have a session in the classroom itself. Children will be able to understand better. Now, a triangle has 3 sides, right? A student, a teacher and a parent. Without that, we cannot look at the holistic and overall development of the child. Very reasonable things, parents here. Talk to your child on a daily basis. Not questioning. Talking is different and questioning is different, right? Okay, instill positive values towards life and learning. I always mention this in my class and to you also here, learning should be for your life and not for the marks. Marks are just a part of the process. You will gain marks if you are learning for your life. Otherwise, you put the last full stop in your exam paper, you come out, you will remember nothing. That should not be the case. Please learn for your life. Enjoy the learning process. Lend a helping hand in their projects. Don't give a negative comment when a project is assigned to your child. The teacher and the board knows very well what is expected from the child. We involve our integrated projects, we involve a lot of research-based projects. What happens is 90% of the projects in an A4 sheet will be a copy of Wikipedia. That totally defeats the purpose of assigning the project. Why don't you all pitch in here? It's not asking for too much, 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day. Sit with them, do research, help them put it in a proper format. Right? A quality time is also spent with your child. Correct use of technology. The very foremost thing is, ma'am, projects are assigned and the child completely is on Google with his mobile. We'll have to pitch in, right? We should be a step ahead. We should know technology better than our children. How many of us agree to it that we know technology better than our children? Very good. Appreciate you all for that. Rest of us, let's at least work with them, keep in pace. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to monitor. They need not to monitor, they just need to be guided, right? What is right and what is wrong. Let them not make fools out of us. At the same time, children, it's for you all also, right? Please be aware of the usage of technology. Do sign the diary. Don't tell us that the child has not shown. Here I'm with the children, I'm with you all. Parents also should ask, please show the diary. What is assigned? I will sign it. Let's make it a habit. Do sign the diary. Teachers are doing it, right? Sometimes children right now, they might have gone without writing. Then both of us will be aware. You can keep me informed that the diary the child has not written. You all, right? The new entrants might not have. We will give it to you. That should be filled and submitted on the reopening day. What happens is, in our Indian system, the name is not printed on the birth certificate, which you get immediately after the child is born, right? But you should always update it. Please do that updation, and with the registration form, attach the birth certificate which has the name of your child. If the initials are expanded, please see to it is expanded in both Aadhaar card and your birth certificate. And even parents' name. Many a times it will be abbreviated, the initials are abbreviated in Aadhaar, it will be probably at the beginning of the first name in birth certificate, and when you fill it up, the registration form, you will fill it up, the abbreviated initials will be towards the end of your name. See to it, such sort of discrepancies are not there. Name should be given importance. The name should remain the same in all the certificates which you are submitting it. Many of us do have special reserved benefits from the government's end. If you wish to avail, you will have to provide the caste certificate and the income certificate depending on whatever you are filling in the category. We do have the column for caste and income certificate. If you wish to avail those special benefits, you will have to produce the certificate. If not, automatically the child will be taken under general merit category. If we don't provide the certificates. I know it might take a little while and it's not your certificate. The certificate should be in the name of your child. Many of us will have for ourselves, but we wouldn't have made it for our children. It should be in the name of your child if you wish to avail it. If at all it's delayed, it's taking a little while, you can always produce the acknowledgement form. You get the acknowledgement once you submit for it, right? Please attach that as a document. We will be considering it and enter whatever is specified by you. Otherwise, by default, you will not be able to change it. It's a very long procedure. I don't think we would wish to waste that much time. Let's be very perfect in what we want. And this thing will carry forward to whole of their life. They'll be identified with the same name. So be sure what you want your child to be called. Please submit with all the documents the registration form on the reopening day.